recording now?
Yeah, I am, Liam. I am recording.
Hello.
So let me tell you what's going on. That was the first voice you heard was Liam, my brother. Then you heard, I think, probably a little bit of my dad, Ellie, my girlfriend, and my dad. My dad. That's two separate.
I thought you were talking to me.
No, I don't talk to you. That's what they're thinking as well, really. That's mainly the comments that I get. You understand me, though, don't you, listeners? Well, I need to get the dollop done. So my idea was...
Doing it now?
Yes.
So will this go on?
Well, this bit, your incredulity will make it. Incredulous Irene, you shall be known as.
I'll keep my trap sorted.
No, because my plan was I was going to just walk off, do a little recording, and then come back to the fold. To recap, Liam, my brother, my dad, Ellie, my girlfriend, and... Watch the stops, everyone. And that's Irene. I know, I've got hold of Ellie's hand. If she goes down the steps, I can feel it. And there's the sound of seagulls in the background, because we are on Hartlepool's headland. Would you like to describe the headland to people using 3 words, 2 of which should be adjectives, the third being a noun?
Well, at the moment it's quite...
Now, hang on a minute, that's ridiculous. 2 adjectives and a noun is all I asked for, Ellie. Read the brief. Let's try again.
Airy, quiet, solid.
Solid isn't a noun. Actually, it could be a noun, couldn't it? A solid.
A solid.
Well, you wouldn't necessarily describe like that. You have a little think, and I'll come back to you at the end. For 2 adjectives and a noun. You get yourself off. Okay, meanwhile, we came up on the train from Sheffield. Part of that journey was York to Hartlepool on the Grand Central train. I haven't ridden on the Grand Central train for a while. Oh, we're going somewhere. Where are we heading now?
Sandwell Gate.
Oh, the Sandwell Gate, as made famous, of course, in the Young 'Uns song, Beneath the Sandwell Gate. So maybe we could have a little bit of that playing in right now, perhaps. I'll continue this story a little bit later on.
If you go down the steps of the Sandwell Gate at the moment, you'll end up in the water.
Well, they don't need to know that. We'll just pretend we're beneath the Sandwell Gate.
Beneath the sun. Cormorants just flown past.
It's now shut down and kind of
Ducks. Straight across.
See, this would be wonderful, Irene, because I would have your description saying about the lifeboats, and then I could have the boats rolling in on the song. But unfortunately, Dad's talking about a cafe that's closed in the background.
That's fine. Come on, we'll walk.
Okay.
You don't feel so you've lost some weight?
Well, I don't know.
Some of Ellie's cakes.
Well, we've had some cake. It was wonderful.
Oh, I said he's lost weight.
Hang on a minute.
I said you need some of
Ellie?
Ellie's cakes.
We've gotten to the subject of cakes now.
Cakes,
Mind
yes.
these steps.
Yes, mind the steps. Mind the steps, everybody. We're not back to stairs again. Well, enough of stairs in the
Stairs, we'll find you
in the other dollop.
soon.
Describe your cake. Honey and fennel cake is what we've had.
Yeah, honey and fennel cake with...
So people can follow along at home.
So you toast some fennel seeds and either lemon thyme, or I did thyme with lemon zest because I couldn't get any lemon thyme. And then there's grated fennel in it. You squeeze some of the water out of it and add it into your basic sponge mix. I made a honey and lemon syrup to drizzle on it. There's a cream cheese and honey icing that's gone on top. And there should be edible flowers, but I did not plan ahead enough. So I could only get a couple, and they taste like lettuce, so we're going to ignore them.
Okay.
Oh, there's some wading birds.
Which is an odd addition to the cake, I have to say.
I know, but some people think it adds a bit of flair.
Yeah, like Heston Blumenthal, that maverick approach. It all sounds fine, and then
you just
a couple of wading birds thrown on that top. But at least there's some edible flowers.
Yeah.
I think potentially this dollop could be like the other dollops, where not only have I not told the 2 stories that I was planning on saying, but I'm also not going to be telling the stories that I then thought I was going to be telling today, because I was talking about the train, the Grand Central train, and we've diverted ever so slightly.
Onto everything else.
Right, go on, you walk ahead, and I'll continue to tell what I was talking about. Talking of birds, by which I mean, I'm not referring to Ellie there, I mean waders that we were talking about. There was an odd thing that wasn't there the last time I was on a Grand Central train. We were sat on the train and we could hear the sound of birds, and I assumed that the birds were outside. I think me and Ellie both assumed that the birds were outside. But then we went through a tunnel and the birds were still chirping away. And it was quite a long tunnel, and we thought, there's no birds down here. What the heck's going on? So it seems as if Grand Central trains have now started piping in the sounds of birds, which is a bit, I don't know, it's a bit odd, because I don't mind the sound of birds if they're in the background and they're outside, but it's a little bit annoying when you now know that your entire journey is just going to have this kind of chirping going on all the way through. Fun little fact for you. I mean, you can decide whether it's fun or not, but I'll tell you it's a fact. Definitely actually, I'm not even sure it's factually true. It's something I heard. I think it's factually true. So it may neither be fun or even factual, but I'll tell you anyway. Classic FM got its highest listenership when it was just doing test transmissions, and all it was broadcasting to test that the frequency was working, to test that all the transmitters were working, was the sound of birds. And apparently people found it so relaxing they would tune into it, and people were quite disgruntled when the actual station launched and the sounds of music could be heard instead. Anyway, so that was the first observation about Grand Central. And the other one, and I'm going to play you a clip of this, the announcements, the automated announcement. The train was going through various places, including Hartlepool, and its final stop was Sunderland. And so this is the announcement. The word Sunderland. She doesn't say the word Sunderland on the automated announcement. She sings the word Sunderland. I'm not exactly sure why. I think what she's trying to do is, she's thinking, well, she's trying to give it a little bit of variation in the pitch so it doesn't sound automated. But the silly thing is that Sunderland is the last stop, and it's always the last stop on that route. So the train is going to Sunderland. So you need to say the word Sunderland with the inflection going down at the end. And Sunderland. You need to have more of a downward inflection at the end. But she doesn't do that. She sort of sings the word as if it's part of a sentence, which you wouldn't notice if it was part of a sentence, but it's never part of a sentence. It's never in the middle of a sentence. It's always at the end. It's always the last thing. So here's the little clip for you.
This is a Grand Central service for Sunderland, calling at Eaglescliff, Hartlepool and Sunderland.
Now you might be thinking, I can't hear the birds. You're quite right, you can't hear the birds there because I moved into a different carriage because the birds were getting in the way of the announcement, and that was the clearest recording that I could get there. But I'm sure you'll agree it was well worth me moving carriages so that you could get that. So she sort of sings the word Sunderland. And I'm now wondering whether she maybe had a little bit of a bet with the friends. It's like, oh, I'm going to do the Grand Central train announcements. It's like, oh, go on, I bet you don't dare sing one of the stations. Of course I will, mate. Okay, I'll tell you.
So you've lost weight.
Well, I always look as if I lost weight, which is
Well, you
ridiculous.
look even more, David.
How?
Your face has actually gone sunk in there.
The stress of being with Sean and Michael so much.
Oh,
Stress of being in the young'uns.
go for edge, for God's sake. There's a big drop there.
Is it?
Yes.
All right.
Sounds good, that, David.
Exactly. That'll get people to sleep. There's a lot of people who listen to the dollops just before, while they're in bed.
I've got, you know, these CDs you can get for relaxation and meditation and all that. Karen's bought me one, Sea Waves.
Okay.
So I don't know whether you want to put some of that on it.
Well, what's the point in that? We're at the sea now.
Yeah, but I didn't know whether you wanted to.
And I think what could be more relaxing, you could either have a CD with just the sound of sea waves, or you could have the sound of the sea with a Yorkshire woman chuntering on in the background. I would.
Oh, could you want?
Exactly. What would you say if you were charged with doing a relaxing CD, doing the voiceover? You were.
What would I say? I'd be very flattered.
No, I mean, what would you?
To sleep.
What would you say if you were asked to do it now? If someone said,
Like steps, David.
you would say steps, David. That is like a hypnosis thing, where they kind of go, imagine yourself going down some steps,
Oh, I know. You used
step
to do my
by
head,
step.
didn't I?
Did it?
Imagine you going through a gate.
It must be terrible if you were like getting hypnotised, but you were in a wheelchair or something, and you know, oh, bloody hell, is there not a lift option? Getting more and more stressed out, all these stairs. Right. That was a story, that was an observation. What?
Round the rear.
What?
Are you a
What?
bit drafty round the rear?
Because I've got a hole in my trousers,
Yes.
listeners, just in case you were wondering what she's on about there. This is quite the odd dollop. I've just said I've done a dollop, now she's asking whether I'm drafty around the rear. I mean, anybody listening, someone's just walked in and you've got this podcast on, they don't know what it is, they're just minding their own business, they happen to walk through the room, they have no idea about David's Jelly Digital Dollop, they've just heard me talking about, I've just done a dollop, and then this Yorkshire woman says, oh, you're a bit drafty around the rear. I think they're going to think, what the bloody hell are you listening to? Is it one of those relaxation tapes? We could have the woman singing Sunderland over and over again as a kind of hypnotic lullaby.
You were getting very strange looks. Off
Was I?
somebody.
Why?
He stood there fishing,
Yeah.
casting his rod, and he
Oh.
saw you going past, and he's looking
Well,
at
I'm
you.
casting my pod.
Right, very worried.
Come on, Irene, that was hilarious, that, because it's a podcast.
Oh, I know.
Come on, the listeners at home.
Did I have to do better than that?
Surely, the thing is, nowadays, everyone walks around talking anyway to themselves because they've got hands-free devices. So would he not just assume I was on the phone? I mean, you might...
It's just the way you were wafting your arms up and down.
Oh, right, well, quite
it
it.
looked as though you were heading towards him as well.
All right, okay. Fair enough.
Wafting
Excellent.
your arm.
Yeah, I was getting quite animated by what I was talking about.
Thinking you were attacking something. He'd have whipped you with his fishing rod.
Oh, might have to go back.
All the way, is it? Wow, really big here.
Ah,
Come over this one.
this is more like it, Irene. I'll put a bit of music over the top of that. It's like a relaxing CD now. Do a bit more.
Right, let's get a bit closer.
Oh, my goodness.
To get a soak in.
Kind of sure this is that relaxing. It's more pornographic.
Pornographic. Right, here's a big one coming. There it is. Yay! Foam coming over.
Oh, my goodness.
Stand in that corner.
Someone would have just been falling asleep there, and then that happened. Anyway, there we are. I think the most entertaining bit about the dollops has probably been Irene's pornographic relaxation CD, and not my 2 stories about hearing birds on the train and the singing Sunderland
Have you
thing.
not told them about the harrowing journeys?
No, I'm not talking about the harrowing journeys. I don't think it would work with the sounds of the sea and Irene chuntering on in the background. I feel as if the harrowing journey story, it needs to be respected.
Do you want the toilet, Dave?
No, if we're going home after this. Well, I don't mind. Oh, I can go to the toilet, I suppose.
Hey, why don't you all have a wee together?
Family bonding.
Oh. On fire? Ah. Okay. The toilet is on fire.
Light the floors, no left all, open flames.
My goodness.
Yeah, we've rang it in.
Oh my goodness.
They look like they've just put plastic all over the floor. Like I say, it'll
Oh, I
probably
can
spread
smell it now. Yeah.
next doors. So,
Oh, well, thanks for the alerting us before we walked into a blaze. There we go.
You can see the smoke coming out. It's coming off the roof and off to the side, but because it's
Shall I put the relaxing music back on?
Yeah, but because it's so misty, because it's not really thick smoke, it's quite hard to see. So we wouldn't have noticed if you not said.
It went in one by one, not come out.
Oh, and that would have been an end to
That would have been
a dollop and a half, wouldn't it?
It could have been the last one if you went
Yeah.
broadcast to the end.
Yeah. The flames are too high. You can't get me out. And I just throw the recorder at you and say, take it and release it. My final word to the people. And I do a big speech.
It must be.
Listen,
I can hear them.
It's coming, listen.
Oh, it's coming.
Listen.
Well, I might as well stick around. Everyone's going to want the toilet when the fireman's hose. Well, I'd have to say,
Here it is.
I didn't think it was going to be so dramatic.
All
taking a whole
exciting
turn.
stuff, isn't it?
It's almost like someone knew we were going to be recording. They're like, we need to spice this up a little bit. He's just talking about birds on the train. So the fire engine's turned up
Fire.
in a pretty
To be
quick
fair.
turnaround time, in fairness. There's two fire engines.
He's gone up to the door, and now the door has got more smoke billowing out of it, because I think they must have opened it. Before there was just a little bit of smoke coming out of an outlet pipe at the back and a bit coming out through the roof. And now that the door's open, there's quite a lot of smoke. And yeah, getting the hose out.
They're called fire women.
Oh,
Well,
it's
is that
gone
it?
out? Oh,
It's gone out. It's
gone
done.
out.
Well, they're
We
very
should maybe give
efficient.
an
Well
applause.
done.
Yeah.
That
That bloke's fishing away, he's totally oblivious of it.
he's still scared of me.
Finish, turn around and find the whole place is oblivious.
I'm just going to pop to the toilet. Yeah. You can just imagine him before. Oh, I'll just do a bit of fishing first and I'll go to the toilet. 10 minutes later, you won't be getting your tackle out here, sir.
No.
Nottingham Comedy Festivals, new out to the year 2018, my friends.
Undeniably funny.
Undeniably funny. Sussex Times, or whatever it was called. Thank you very much for listening. See you tomorrow. Goodbye. Oh, it's like amazing. It's as if,
went quiet.
it's as if the sea faded itself out. I mean, it would have been pretty professional if I hadn't then commented over it. God is like,
Yeah, but-
I very rarely do divine intervention, David. You know, the amount of natural disasters I've just let happen. But I calmed the sea for you. and you've just ruined it. It's really... Oh, he's back in now. He's annoyed. I've annoyed God. Right, let's try again. See if we can have a nice atmospheric end. Until tomorrow, thank you very much for listening. Goodbye.
Are you allergic to dairy? Laughing at?
Just the fact that I said goodbye and then there's a bit of sea ambience and then you suddenly go, so you say you're allergic to dairy? Little fun fact for everybody, Ellie is allergic to dairy. And why are you allergic to dairy, Ellie?
Because I didn't eat enough cheese or drink enough milk when I was in Tanzania, and I seem to have lost the tolerance.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
And on that note, we're definitely leaving now.
Right.
Thank you very much for listening. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.
I didn't know that had happened to your body. I didn't know that had happened to your body if you didn't eat something for a while.